So Roblox VR has been out for about 2 months now, and it's been facing a lot of problems after launch. These problems ended up causing a huge ripple effect that ended up with the hype of Roblox VR on the Meta Quest 2 dying down. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at those top 3 problems and seeing if there would be a way for us to fix them, so maybe in an alternate timeline or maybe for other games, they wouldn't have such a disastrous launch. And starting off with reason number 1, we have a very sudden launch date. Roblox, as you may or may not know, announced their partnership with the Meta Quest on July 12th of 2023. However, one of the big things that they said at the top of that article was that it was going to be releasing in the coming weeks. Now on paper, this seems like a great marketing strategy. Don't say exactly when the date is going to be for its release, so then you could have a lot of hype and speculation as to when it'll come. Methods like this have worked out pretty well in the past for other games such as Fortnite with their Season X Black Hole event. However, the VR community is not like the Fortnite community. You see, since VR is still in a very early state, especially with Roblox VR, there's very little coverage on mainstream news sites that allow for new VR games or partnerships to gather a lot of hype. So because of that, most games end up collaborating with lots of content creators by giving them either 1, early access, or 2, a launch date so they can prepare and make their videos as high quality as possible. However, since Roblox VR ended up straying from that path, it led over to this next reason, which was the content creators were caught very off guard. As stated before, for your favorite VR content creators who make the highest quality of content, it takes multiple days or even weeks for them in order to make one single video. So having the release of Roblox happen so suddenly, most content creators usually get most of their views from capitalizing off a day 1 release. But since of course Roblox and Meta decided not to give their creators prep time, most didn't find it worth it, since when they get their video out in time, they won't have as much views as they usually would. And this ended up having a huge ripple effect for Roblox and Meta, because on top of the hype that games usually generate on a day 1 release, the core audience of those content creators will also bring in a lot more players. And on top of that, to make things even worse, the YouTube sphere wasn't the only thing that was affected by the Roblox and Meta sudden launch. As many of you know, it's common knowledge that games take a lot of time to develop. So the fact that most developers, if they haven't already developed VR support for their games, only had a couple of weeks to prepare and make games, meant that on launch day, there was maybe like 3 or 4 good games that you could try out, but anything other than that and they weren't optimized or just didn't work for the Meta Quest. However, as a plus, it does seem that Roblox and Meta still want this to succeed, and this wasn't just a one-off release, because it has been reported that Roblox is making a lot of changes to their software on the Meta Quest. But also with the latest Roblox Developer Con of 2023, Meta ended up handing out the rest of their Meta Quest Pro supply for free, so it gave a lot of Roblox developers free range to try out virtual reality for themselves and then take the headset home so they can start developing games for it. And on top of that, with the Meta Quest 3 launch being right around the corner, hardware restrictions will be a lot less apparent for developers, meaning that they can develop more beautiful, graphically intense, and gameplay centered experiences. So if you do find this interesting, then let me know what you think on the comments section below. I'd also advise you to check out this video right here displayed on screen, where I basically go over the potential that Roblox VR has if it becomes successful, and add on to that discussion as well. But yeah, this has been a quick news update video. Thank you for watching. My name is Trentic, and I will be signing out. Peace.